you know, that would, if we did anything with the bank before we concrete lined, it would cripple us from being able to bring in concrete cement trucks and equipment and so on.
But we're still gonna have to maintain it from one bank, because we got a road on the other side, and we're realigning it to accommodate, so it's a tricky deal to do. Surveys
Out
out
there gonna do it to work, right? Lining that part of the channel.
we'll do that.
We'll do the work.
On the canal.
Yeah.
We'll do the design work for the whole, our whole
That's what they're
property.
paying for.
And then they'll do the construction of the bike path, and they'll do the landscape.
Where is this exactly now?
We want to do the, from the head gates of the Franklin Canal all the way to where it meets up with the playa, almost Delta.
But the phase,
All that area up, that's a
Yeah.
real problem there.
That's
Well, that new 357 around there is amazing. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
And
Fa-
the road
phase-
last night, wow.
I was on it this morning.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is.
phase one is from the zoo down that far, so we broke it into two.
Well, that
phases.
area needs a lot, that's great.
And it'll really help with the maintenance. It'll become a maintenance-free canal almost.
There's no such thing.
Just make it big enough you can drive a Caterpillar through it.
From the zoo down to Delta is your first part.
Yeah, to the traffic
Yeah,
circle.
because there's a big push to beautify that right in front of the medical
Zoo and
center,
everything. Yeah.
the Americans and all that. And I've been trying to get the zoo involved a lot because it goes back there.
Real funny.
It makes politics a lot easier for cities.
So then the second one would be from there back towards downtown.
Yes, to the head gates.
And there's a lot, there's a huge amount of utilities. So with the survey that we're doing now is just from the zoo
Hadn't thought of all
to
that.
the traffic
That's
circle.
all the places that we have so many problems with gopher holes that we need.
We don't dare, that canal has
That was
30
a
walls.
facetious remark.
Oh, yeah, I remember, sorry,
Yes, remember?
that was Ramos Court.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we don't have any, we do have, that's part of the part that has cutoff walls, so it's stable. In fact, the cutoff walls, we may have, that'll be fun to see how much it takes to remove them, because we may have to realign them. But they're supposedly 10 feet deep or so in there. But these are, we're sure that the cutoff walls are there, we've seen the drawings. Have you actually dug one up ever?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's some there, but you recall where the city sewer line
Yeah,
failed this last year and there was nothing there.
There's nothing
And
there.
So we had a huge wash off of the banks.
Banks are farther down, but anyways, just let you know,
For doing all that.
his name's Wayne Dahl, he'll be here about 11:30 or something, so he'll meet the board today. That's it for me, and then Jay.
All construction is finished, with the exception of a Texas Gas emergency project. They're trying to get gas to the new subdivisions there in North Loop. So they're boring, they should be wrapped up by Wednesday of next week. They're boring underneath the east side there in North Loop. Yeah, they're already building houses, so they would have had to wait until October, November. So they should be finished up. And other than that, all the projects are wrapped up and they're ready to receive orders. Third party.
All right.
How does the water situation look? I mean, just a quick rundown.
Well, we're-
Snowpack and all that.
Snowpack's about normal.
Normal?
This rain that just came through brought up, we were a little bit dry on the soil moisture, but this is up to a lot. And it's too early, February was normal, so it's hard to tell. It wasn't as good. It started right about now last year, so we'll see if it starts kicking in.
April's historically the highest.
Yeah, highest one.
Highest snowfall month up there, which is a great time to get it.
Yeah, and then we're doing it, so, and we reached our limit of 232,915, so that's why we're up about 335 now. We'll go to a full allocation this year before it's over. And we anticipate Robert's not here, I can't put it on him, but we anticipate have a significant amount of conservation.
Carryover
Yeah.
for next year.
Well, our balance will do that. I think one of the problems we have, and I know we probably could have taken care of with the operating agreement, is that we simplified everything, call it carryover, but we've always had carryover, the reservoir's a carryover device. What the operating agreement, what we changed in 2008 is that we don't arbitrarily, in my opinion, the reclamation just zeroed out our allocation balance at the end of each year. That'd be like, you wouldn't be real happy your bank did that. You have to spend all your money or else we're gonna zero it out. So it was a disincentive to conservation, use it or lose it, the phrase that we used back when we negotiated. So,
Lose it or lose it, use it or lose it for us, but use it or gain it for them. And
yeah, for upstream, since they have a bigger percentage.
And they used it all every year.
Yeah,
And so they got 57% of ours, excuse me.
anyway, so that's been to some degree rectified by that, with that 232,915, it helps us balance and plan for droughts, which we need. Most western reservoirs have that ability to plan for droughts, don't fall any water. And so, I think, Robert's not here to say that, but I would hope that we are able, we haven't set a target yet, we'll see how hot and dry it is and what the runoff is, but I would think we would go in next year with at least 50,000, which
Yeah, he was talking a little more,
Depends
but,
on the weather.
it depends on the weather.
yeah.
But we'll implement a budget and a conservation plan. You guys have a 4-foot allocation, so if you use it all, then we need the water, we'll release it, because it's your water. And we can't, so once we make that, we have to meet that. We think we can meet it and still conserve, that's what we're gonna try, tighten it. But at the same time, after going over 5 hours salinity reports, there's a lot of salt in that soil.
They showed you their salinity, yeah, they're big salt down.
Yeah, we're not, after the board meeting, I'll talk to you about that.
Yeah, every time we run wells, we're pumping.
Yeah, it's SARs,
I'm just down there.
I don't know, and I'm surprised it's not used more, I guess extension is, but I've always managed my farms and stuff off the SAR, sodium absorption ratio, which is a number that ranges from 1 to about 20. And
Right.
if it gets over 10, you start getting awfully nervous. Boy, was there a lot of,
How about 12s and 13s?
yeah, there was a bunch of 12s and 13s. It's, people say, oh, well, you got 1,000 parts per million salt. And that's not the case. Del City has 3,000 parts per million salt, and they can grow really good crops.
Depends on the salt.
Depends on the salt. If it's calcium salt, what is the old saying? It's hard water, soft soils, right? And so calcium's a hard water thing. So if it's calcium magnesium, that means a low SAR, you can handle pretty good salts. But man, the minute that SAR gets above 10, then you can't handle it.
Well, our wells are 70 to 75% of the TDS, so.
Yeah, that's killer. That's why you have an SAR 10.
Correct.
That's exactly the same thing. That's what the SAR is. It's a ratio of the sodium to the calcium, magnesium. So,
And you go to the Waco boats, and I think the city says theirs is about 25 or 30%. So
yeah.
shows you the difference.
Yeah. And ours just came through, a lot of it just came through concentration over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just build it up, the more you pump those wells, and then it gets where it's impermeable, it doesn't drain
Won't
out.
take water, it's a vicious circle. That's what sodium, that's why it causes so much problem. The worse your SAR, the worse your remediation, the harder your remediation is. You have lots of the calcium, the gyp's there's a lot of gyp on, so you see a lot of sulfur and a lot of calcium, but if you still got an SAR about 10 or 15, it's not doing any good. So, anyways, I hadn't realized that it was that bad in so many places down there.
Yeah, it's a miracle we got trees down there.
Yeah.
And they're still producing.
So, anyways, we'll
Well, that's what scared me about, no water going out the tail end. I know what that means too.
yeah, and so we don't want to get, that's the point I was trying to make, is these type of events where you have rainfall and you can come back and irrigate fairly soon after are the most productive to leach water. So when we say, well, you're being inefficient, you're not being inefficient. This is the time to get rid of some of those salts. Because, your pH in your rainwater is a lot lower, below 7, as opposed to our river water being considered above, closer to 8. So you're gonna, just in the leaching solution, you're gonna leach, for the same amount of water, you're gonna leach twice the salt.
That's the only good thing that's come up, well, maybe I better not say it.
Yeah, well, we can talk about,
Okay.
okay.
Record, I don't think I'll say it.
All right.
I'll tell you later, George.
Yeah. And then I guess we go on to permits, or?
Uh,
Pete, sorry, Pete.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got it?
Wow.
That was a tornado.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the work that's going into the city drains,
Oh,
I've got about maybe 10 pictures for this. Here, the drain's been cleaned out, and all we're doing is pretty much hauling all the debris out. Keep in mind that it's all part of the the contract that we got with the city of El Paso. Go to the next one, Jay. And you'll see that too.
Where was that at? Is that in Jim's neighborhood or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's on the mesa, and there's Jim's place there on the left-hand side. And here I get a lot of complaints here from the neighborhood on the right side there. Placita del Rey, I believe it's called. So you can't see the weeds over a foot high, because they'll start calling me.
That's about 3 days.
Yeah.
After rain,
Yes, with the rain, yes. Couple of turnouts that we've installed. This one here was on the 341 for Mr. Spence. This turnout here is a new install, so it was paid in full by Mr. Spence. Unfortunately, we just finished the concrete, the outlet there, so I don't have a finished picture of it. This is another one on the Salitral. This is actually a check structure going in. Mr. Grijalva also paid for a turnout and a check structure to be able to take advantage of the return flow. There's a couple of fields there, or there's actually, yeah, 2 fields there that he can't take advantage of the return flow because he waters off of unit 7. So these 2 turnout, or this turnout is specifically being put in just for return flow. Again, this was also paid at 100% by Mr. Grijalva. This here is the drain, the river drain, right by the heading of the island main. We removed an old bridge there that was in very bad shape, so we had to remove it now that we're doing this project on Wasteway 2 to be able to get dump trucks and the steel in there for the project. And Robert started getting on me that he needed his canal back, so we went out there, made the crossing off the island feeder a little bit wider to get the trucks in, and gave Robert his canal back. And this is the finished picture. The island feeder is just on the other side of the excavator there.
That canal could sure use to be part of the deal to cement line someday, because my guy
Yes.
said sand is terrible in that. It takes all
Yes.
that stuff out of the riverside.
Yes, I agree. And you'll see some pictures here in a few just of the sand on the riverside. And there's the island feeder, yeah, after we removed the banco and gave Robert the canal back. And then some of the debris and stuff that came out of that project there. Also, this is all going to the landfill.
Yeah, that was swampland.
Yeah, good. And here's the riverside. Just part of the sand. We've actually gone through here already once, so it's not really giving you a true picture of how much sand we moved. But just to kind of give you a small idea how much we've pushed out to the side, it's almost about 6 feet that we've pushed out to the left bank of the riverside. Right now, they've done pretty much everything from the I-0 all the way up to Ding Dinger Road. We're hitting the area from the I-0 down to the island main this morning. That'll take us about 2-3 days. And then they'll go back and complete it from Ding Dinger and see how far we can get upstream on it. And that's kind of what it looks like after we're done with it, narrowing the channel and also pushing some of that sand out of there.
That's that 1% you're talking about.
Yes,
And this has to be done every year.
yeah, just about every year. And unfortunately, I can't do anything on the right side because of the water wall, so.
I was just calculating how much your land goes up in your fields every 10 years. Because we have definitely, that's why, I mean, people say that with some of our turnouts we have like on the cliff, as one example, is because the land's all higher, is why we're having to pressurize everything more. And to get the water to flow out the turnouts.
Yeah, so once we shotcrete this, that's gonna be a great help. Unfortunately, like Al said earlier, this sand's gotta go somewhere, so.
Yeah, I think, as we get down to hole in the wall, it's gonna be our excavation side. We gotta leave some of this. You have to leave a lot, 1,000 to 2,000 foot sections that aren't lined, just so we have a place that we can remove it from. Because it's not very efficient to remove without using a dozer. And, I gotta put a dozer in on a 4-inch shotcrete
Art
pad.
says if you get it down to his place, he'll remove it for you. By the check, just hold it open.
Right now, there aren't any plans to line the Tornillo Canal, so.
The next one. And this is up there on the Montoya, this is the Montoya drain. We did cover the pipe all the way to the top of that fractured face gravel. And You'll see here the next couple of steps. So we did all the way to the top, then we came back and installed a rubber liner over the top. That's what you see going in there. Just in case the canal that goes over the top saturates or leaks down to the bottom, hopefully we can kind of protect that pipe a little bit more. I don't foresee it being a problem, but, you know, just taking a special precaution there. That area there is also going to be shotcreted. And then here's the Montoya main going back into play. They're installing rebar today and getting it ready for concrete. And hopefully we'll be doing this concrete here next week. Once we do the concrete on the channel and on the face of the drain, then pretty much this job is completed and we can start removing the dewatering wells. This is the Isla Lateral. This has actually been completed already. All we're doing now is raising the banks to where we got the dirt above the concrete lining. And you'll see here the next couple of pictures on the next one, Jay. That's actually been completed. This was about, I believe it was about 1,200 feet.
It's from Horizon Boulevard to Tres Hermanos Farms.
Right. This is actually right there at the culvert at Tres Hermanos looking upstream. This is where we finished the project. And the next picture will show you kind of, well, that's where we're raising the banks already. And then that kind of shows you the length of the project. We started way on the other side of those buildings, that shopping center there.
Well,
And there's a crew that made it happen. They needed to make sure we. Wallington, this is the Wallington, this is another section that we'll be doing shotcrete. This is actually ready for concrete. We were hoping to have it poured by yesterday. Unfortunately, the rains just kind of messed up everything for us, so I'll be pouring this hopefully by tomorrow. And the reason for this is the water line and sewer line that was installed by Lower Valley. They came back, repaired the lines, fixed the bank. Go to the next one, Jay. And then we're shaping, and we're gonna go ahead and shotcrete 150 feet. The break was 50 feet, and we're shotcreting 50 feet above and 50 feet below, and we will be building the Lower Valley Water District. Mr. Reyes has already made arrangements with.
Yeah, they agreed to pay for the damages since their water line broke and messed up our canal.
So everything will be charged out to them. And this is the I-0. The rest of the pictures are pretty much of the I-0, how the project has been going on. And this is the I-0. We're tying the I-0 back into the canal. This picture here was, I believe, the last one I showed you guys in February, last month. And kind of what we've been through and kind of the process of.
It just stopped raining yesterday. So
Yes. We are back out there today. And also there, we were hoping to pour by Thursday, which we're having to cancel twice already, and hoping to pour that tomorrow. It's a very small piece that we lack. It should be completed by tomorrow. And here the frame, all the bracing and all the formwork going up for that project. This is, what is that called, Bill?
That's the energy dissipator.
Okay. What he said. That's what
So that's the skateboard ramp.
Skateboard.
And so we don't have any.
Slow down the water, right?
Yeah, mainly when it's shooting out under, when we got it checked up and it's coming out real fast, is to make it go through a hydraulic jumper.
go through it, what, hydraulic, what?
It jumps over the water jumps over the bricks. It dissipates energy.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't erode on the other side of it.
It would also cause salad, wouldn't it?
No.
No, it's actually it's got spaces between it, so
Yeah,
it's right in between. And you'll see.
We still get erosion downstream, so we have to put riprap there.
Right.
But even it's a 4-foot cutoff wall below it, right?
Yes,
So we got a really deep cutoff wall.
yes, right there.
So we'll see it as it eats it away. If we have real high demand, it'll might eat into it, and then we.
Well, we still got 200 feet of shotcrete from there down to where you see at the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's right. We started that.
So there's still shotcrete down there. There's
That was-
200 feet below and 200 feet above.
So it won't erode. It'll be fine.
I forgot, how thick did you say that was? 2 foot?
14.
4.
Oh, no, the thickness of
Oh,
the
the
slab,
wall, I mean the floor.
it's 12
So
inches.
they're 12 inches, they're foot.
1 foot.
They're
Okay.
1 foot. And in some areas, they're even 14 inches. So here you'll see the walls coming up, transition walls. Right there, those are the transition walls, they're going up, got just a couple of pictures. That's actually in the wasteway looking out towards the riverside.
Yeah, I know it's massive, Pete can understand it's massive. It's the same, these are floodgates that we have going to the river there, so it has to meet FEMA flood standards, and so it's a big, everything's gotta be done
It's
massive.
a huge project.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You don't think about, you know, we talk about one wasteway and you think
Yeah,
what
you know,
it entails, my.
and to some degree, I mean, we all know this from 2006, is that, you know, when all this got designed by Reclamation and the Boundary Commission, we actually needed it pretty bad, but
Yeah.
it's a flood control structure too, our canal is. So it protects downtown El Paso. It wasn't, not something we get any ad valorem taxes for, but we do it because we have to do it.
But it protects Jonathan Rogers' water treatment plant,
Yeah, that,
Bustamante and all that.
all that stuff, huge amount of infrastructure none of us want to lose, and so this is the last of that. At this point, downstream of here on Riverside is 100% irrigation. At this point, this is the last flood control.
The canal's pretty high there compared to the land all around it.
Right.
So, I
Yes.
mean, it protects all of that area, San Elliott, the whole area.
The whole area.
And this last pour was 18 trucks, Pete?
Yes.
18 cement trucks?
And that was 170 some odd yards. Wow. And that's this part here where we did all the walls and a couple of floors. You can see,
It's a boatload of lumber just to make the forms.
yes, it is.
You gotta do it all at the same time.
Right. And here the shotgun's going in. This was actually poured last Saturday, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, cold joint is a word that I don't like to hear, so that's
Yeah,
why I have to do it all.
Right.
That's what I was saying, no cold joints in that deal.
Yeah, no cold joints in it.
Unless the cement trucks don't show up.
Yeah. And see, that's after the pour, kind of what it looks like after we're removing forms. Next couple of pictures, you'll see, kind of what the walls look like.
Look at that.
They're out there today grouting all the little holes that you see on the walls there from the snap ties and kind of just picking up. There you see the heading of the I-0 going back into place. That has been installed. That was actually installed on, when did we get the big rain? So yes, Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Wednesday. That was installed on Wednesday.
That's what the Riverside Canal will look like once we shotcrete.
Yeah, that's the riverside already shotcreted and ready to go, so. So I'm gonna say we're about at least good 95% complete. Right now, I'm waiting on, and there's a group of guys that made it happen. I'm waiting on the radial gates to come in. I spoke to Rick yesterday, and I should be receiving the silt plates, hopefully. I was hoping to get them yesterday, but I'm hoping to get it today. And then the radial gates, hopefully I'll get them by early next week. Once the radial gates come in, pretty much it's ready for water. We're moving the gates from the wasteway, the 3 gates that are on the wasteway right now, we're moving them up to the new structure this morning. So I figure we should be done by them probably by Saturday, we should be done with it. If not, we'll be very close. So I'm hoping by next Friday, if everything goes well and I get all the material that I need, we should be almost at 100% by next week, to where Robert can go at it.
And you won't have any excuse.
And he won't have any excuses. He promised me and Nell that he'd give us an additional week if we needed it. I'm hoping we don't have to use it, but
With the
if I
rain.
do, I'm gonna hold him to it.
Yeah, and the rain shouldn't be a problem.
Right. And that's what we've got for, gentlemen.
Well, again, thanks for the great work, Pete. It's amazing to see what you guys do.
That's the before
The
picture.
guys that you said
Is that
that
the
made
whole
it
picture
happen,
right there?
thank them
Yeah.
for us, from the board of directors, because I mean, you guys do amazing work.
Thank you.
There's the old picture.
Very good job. That's a before picture.
Yeah.
Right.
And you take good pictures. We don't really know what it looks like, but the pictures, no, I'm kidding. The pictures are great.
It's staged. That's good.
Right, and Robert's not here, right?
No.
So really not anything to report until
No.
we start moving anyway.
Since Larry's here from the Bureau, Johnny, just to give Larry a recap, we are going to release on the 13th, Larry, and we've raised our allocation to a full allocation with the allocation that you all have provided us.
I did talk with Robert already, so he's informed me that we're all ready to go.
Yeah.
As far as reclamation is concerned, you know, the station itself is ready. You know, they did make some adjustments there and trying to move some equipment on over from the east side to the west side due to some safety issues and whatnot. But your staff is out there, you know, have been involved with everything that's been going on. USGS just also concluded that station inspection that we do every year that you guys invited, as well as EPCWID personnel, so we did that as well. You guys sent all of your, your staff out there, and your new personnel too got a chance to look at going all the way down to the stilling well down there at the dam gates and stuff like that. So there is some, adjustments that have been made, but as far as reclamation is concerned, we are ready to release with your guys, and I have been in contact with Robert, so we're all good to go.
Okay. Thank
We
you for all
appreciate you guys' work and
your help.
seeing all the work that, that Pete's been done. I didn't know, I knew the meeting was here, but I needed to be told to come to the meeting. You manage it and stuff like that. But either way, it's all good and we're ready to roll. And I think they're still looking into hiring that one hydro tech from the Elephant Butte.
At the dam?
Yes, sir. To help alleviate some of the things that are going on. So we're ready to go. We're letting Robert and as well as James set the date for the Water Masters meeting. So that way we can get an idea of the new personnel have been put aboard and stuff like that. So everyone gets to know who's out there, what's going on. So that's it, as far as that for reclamation is concerned.
Thanks for coming to give us the
Oh,
report.
no problem, sir. Thank you for being late.
You didn't miss anything.
We have a question.
No, it's in there.
USC sweatshirt?
Thank you, sir, and then she just told me about wearing my Dodger stuff. I can't wear it in front of Mr. Reyes.
He's restricted unless he wears a Yankee cap.
Is that your home back in Southern Cal?
University.
Yes, sir, I am from,
South Carolina.
sir.
He's from LA, from Segundo Barrio. What?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
All right, under number 12, we need to do a resolution there. Al, we increased the allotment. Do we
Yeah.
need to do this is for the water, well, the available by contract? Do we need to do anything by contract?
That sort of rows, there's a standard language that they do for the tax exempt.
And I think we already took care of that, right, Kathy?
It's already done.
For the contracts?
No, we had the board, because now we just changed it.
Oh, the allocation.
Yeah, so, yeah, you need to make it a separate, another resolution. We have the standard language. You have it from last year?
Yes.
Okay, and that being
4 feet.
4 feet, but I mean,
For
resolution.
tax exempt entities.
For tax exempt, so allot them the 4
Yeah.
feet also. Okay, do I hear that motion?
I'll move.
Our makes a motion, George second, all in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. That's all under item 12, right?
Yeah, and then for the, we haven't, have you talked to, I haven't talked to, well, we did 2 months ago to the Public Service Board, but, or the Paso Water, but they're good to, under the 2001 contract, you should make a full allocation.
Yeah.
They're good to-
And I'm meeting with John on the 12th.
You want to make that resolution, so that's what we
I'm
need
sorry, I
specifically,
missed
the
that.
2001 contract.
Well, that's what I was asking, do we need to do after this contract?
Yeah, well, there's two sets of contract, one's for the tax exempt, which you just did, so that one we're fine, and then the other one's to do the full, the maximum amount permissible under the 2001 contract.
Do I hear that motion?
Move to.
Okay, Neil makes a
It's
motion.
not a Paso water, it's a city of El Paso.
Through and by El Paso Water
Right.
Utility.
Do I hear a second to the motion?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we increase the allotment to, under the contract for the city,
To the maximum allowable.
to the max of allowable. All All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That take care of all y'all's business as far as that goes.
That's it.
All right, Jay, subdivision plats.
All right, thanks. We've got an application, 2185 Socorro Partners for subdivision, Jardín de Flores, Unit 2. It's up on the screen. It's approximately 31 acres. It's right here across from the old Bum Steer Bar. I don't know if the other landmarks, RCA. But yeah, they submitted everything. I figured everybody know where that was. So yeah, they submitted documentation and the plat with easements and whatnot, so engineering recommends this for approval.
Do I hear a motion to approve application 2185?
So moved. Second.
Larry makes a motion, George seconds, all in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, license 1300.
Okay, license 1300 is the license executed between the city of El Paso and the district for all the city streets within the city limits of El Paso. That was executed on January 1st, 2012. So the city has made a request to vacate a street that's on the license, and they're gonna vacate it, which they did at city council on Tuesday, and it will become a private street. So placed us on the agenda to modify existing license 1300 and remove Linda Lane from the exhibit and the license. So engineering is requesting to modify.
What's gonna happen
The next
The
item.
next item is the
then?
application for a private entity, yes, to cross the
They're
line.
willing to do it.
Yes, it's all been, yeah, it all happened simultaneously this week at the city council and with us.
It's kinda odd to remove something from the license. Something new.
Yeah, there's no refund, it says that in the license.
Yeah, look at it.
Really wouldn't
So
worry about
we don't
license,
get a
it's just
copy of
just
this,
the whole-
trust agreement?
We have it, yeah. It's in the deeds in the name of the trust.
Yeah, the deeds and the name of the trust and everything is good to
Well,
go.
you know, you get all kinds of trust agreements, you may have an those trusts.
Yeah, no, we understand that. The name of the applicant and the name of the deed trust is exactly the same.
This is the property,
Who's reviewing this from legal?
Phil.
Phil?
Phil reviews all of the licenses.
We're good, Phil? It's good? Okay.
And we worked on it. This one was a little unusual because what Jim said, it's a trust, so we worked together on it to make sure that it was, the deed was in the name of the people that wanted the license.
So it's up on the screen. So Linda Lane, this is Linda Avenue. So what happened is, from this point, it became private.
Oh,
Into the
I was gonna say, I'm
Yeah, you know
confused.
who's that one.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
confused, yeah, that's, Tron, Foster has that?
Betran.
Yeah, so they're, I didn't know there was any, why are they wanting to do that?
They bought all the lots, so.
They bought all
They're
this,
gonna gate it.
and it was public up to this point, so this is going private,
Okay.
And a
and,
gated community.
yes.
You think Paul Foster owns that?
Yeah, it's Paul Foster's property, and the trust thing.
How's it gonna benefit any party, what's the,
Everyone lives in that house.
Benefit
yeah,
to who?
whoever?
Well, but it's
It's
a-
their house, it's their property.
The city council, they can do with their property whatever they want.
Is
so
it
that-
for liability standpoint, because it's.
They can control the ingress.
Well, I don't think there was any liability, but, yeah, it's just, that occasionally happens.
So this pub- this-
Proper property become private property, they sold it as surplus.
And I think
That's their decision.
They're gonna fix it,
Or something?
yeah,
Went to
make it a
the
gated,
Mhm.
That's what I imagine they put,
Mention.
but it's up to Paul. To do whatever, it's just land, we'll stay.
Has no effect on.
All we're doing is our land, making sure we doesn't cause problem with us. So he can't stop us. He can't the gate's gotta go on the other side of our property.
Right.
But has anybody talked to the merchant from Morris who sells Mennonite cheese?
I have bought some of that cheese, but I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Engineering request the approval for modification of license 1300 to remove Lincoln Lane from Exhibit A.
I would entertain the thought of, or add to that, that legal had made the recommendation for engineering to make the.
Yes, and this comes after a review from Phil.
I didn't make sure that language is met.
You want that language in every license we do from now on?
No, I'm assuming, but I want to make sure that that's there.
Well, just as part of the board record, I think with,
In the minutes, yeah.
haven't been approved by legal
Sure.
in the resolution. Okay, do I hear a motion?
So,
Make a motion.
Second.
Okay, Miguel makes a motion, second. Larry? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, thanks. So application 2207, again, is by William Kell as a trustee of Cervantes Revocable Trust for ingress and egress, private ingress and egress across the Montoya A lateral, which is now a private road, Linda Lane. And they submitted a survey delineating the district's right of way, and engineer has reviewed it, legal has reviewed it, and are recommending approval of application.
Do I hear a motion?
Move.
Okay, Miguel makes a motion to approve application 2207. Do I hear a second?
Second.
George seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. He just wants to make that a private road. There's a lot of folks going down there.
I bet it does.
You know, in our license agreement, does it have a provision that says we don't guarantee the title? Or we don't guarantee the license, in fact? And the reason I'm asking is because the Bureau, the United States has a easement everywhere we have.
Right, and that's in,
That's
that's
the
in,
language.
It should be in the
Yeah, it's in there.
legal.
Should be.
Jim wrote it, so you wrote it.
Well, that was in my younger days.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd be both of them, I've got that.
16A, we request move to a closed session, it's a evaluation. I think President didn't hear me.
No, we didn't hear you, but.
No, we request move item 16A to close because it's a valuation towards determining value.
Well, it appears to me that we need to go to closed session.
I need to pick up.
A little
We
break.
have two
I was
items.
thinking about getting my copy before I sit down.
A little break.
Yeah, a long break.
I'm out of here.
Is that Mr.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it-